You have the same Neo Geo Pocket. Who has a Neo Geo Pocket? Like, I think I saw one once in my life in the wild. And it was when I was at like a chess tournament. And I was 12? And some kid had one. And I've never seen another one. But then again, I'm the guy that has a Sega Nomad, which is a giant black brick that plays Genesis games and eats 6 batteries in about half an hour. So I guess I'm not one to talk about silly, obscure consoles. Hey, I like the Nomad. I have one. It's pretty okay, but good God, calling that thing portable is like calling a tube TV portable because you can connect a car battery to it or something. Just because you can put power onto a thing and bring it somewhere else doesn't really mean it's portable. I have the DC adapter, but some of the soldering inside mine is cracked on the power plug, and if you wiggle the DC adapter at all, it'll shut off, which is a massive pain in the butt. Later than Mark Nutt, thank you for watching. But I guess you had to put the Nomad in a backpack? It certainly would not fit in a pocket, for sure. Also, the screen, I think, was a passive matrix LCD, which meant if you were playing Sonic anything, it turned into a big blurry mess. Sega released a travel case for it, oh. But where'd you put the travel case? Had to go somewhere. It was like a man purse. Would not surprise me. Brought mine to elementary school and played Sonic in lunch and in aftercare, and felt like king of the lunchroom. And then the batteries would die by the end of the day, and I would just feel kind of sad at that point. There's an aftermarket replacement LCD with less blur. Part of the Nomad experience is to be unable to see your character. Also, hey then, Dr. Funks. I need more guests. I think my adverts ran out. Yeah, they did. All of them. Free rides on you, free foods for tentacles, free... Nope, ad campaign for the park, and ad campaign for the... Ocean of Lake jet skis. Fine, that works. Hey man, that log flume is exciting. Look at it go. It's not even done yet. This has not completed a single lap. Oh god. There's still so much more to go. Jeez. You went on road trips with your mom. My parents and I had a vacation in Florida, and we drove down to Florida from New Jersey, and we rented a minivan that had a little tube TV in the back, and we got a power inverter to plug AC devices into the cigarette lighter of the car, and I had the N64 with me. I played pretty much all of Majora's Mask from all the way to New Jersey to Florida. And the worst part is, I think that's all I remember about that vacation. Just playing Zelda in the minivan. Also, listening to, like, 66, 67 era Smile Beach Boys CDs on my CD player. I remember we were at a hotel, and I was trying to print off a page of an FAQ, and the hotel printer had no ink. So I just ended up printing a bunch of blank pages. I could never quite figure out what I had to do to get a certain mask or two. But, here's Tim reminisces about dumb things, the stream. Welcome aboard. Later than Bear 496, thank you for watching. Also, the log flume is... Yeah, maybe a little too long, but it's got heart. Did it finally finish? Oh god, it didn't. Oh, now it finished. Thank God. Oh, nope, not yet. Give it a minute. There it is. And once it hits the station, it immediately accelerates. Just mocking me, log flume. Could I beat Majora's Mask in one log flume sitting? I just really want to play Majora's Mask now. That is one game that I could sit here and play from start to finish. Not like a speed run, because I'm not that talented, but from start to finish, pretty much, you know, relatively conventionally, getting all of the remains and songs and whatnot. You know, as a normal person would play through it. And not get bored, not get tired. Just love that game. Hey Subs VS, thank you for watching. That game, along with probably a handful of other games, are of a special subset of game that I can really say I would not mind playing this start to finish without any sort of break in between, and I'll have fun the whole time. And yeah, no, $20 log flume. Water rides in this game you can charge a whole lot of money for, no matter what the excitement is, and they will pay it. You'll love it. See, all these people getting online. Every one of these logs is a $40 investment. I'm sorry, no, it's an $80 investment. 4 people at 20 bucks a head. There's already a line. Yes, they're complaining about the vandalism in your park. Oh, well. Oh, well. You deal with it. Get some vigilante justice in this park. I'm only concerned about cleaning up the barf, not the rest of it. No, you can't make it go to 999. Just 20. What do I call it? Oh yeah, you're right. Now that these people paid for the log flume, I can kick them off and open it up again. Ha ha ha. Game of logs. Give money the experience. Long flume. I think that's probably the most appropriate one. Long flume. Just a slight variation in how you spell that, and suddenly it is the most accurate thing anyone has ever said. Florida orange juice, the ride. I feel like the Twitch chat is getting more and more out of sync. Either that, or maybe I'm just crazy. I never played plain old Final Fantasy Tactics. Played Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Had a lot of fun with that. Apparently, it's a very polarizing game. People sort of not liking the law system, and it isn't very good, to be fair. But, it was fun nonetheless. I wonder if I've got a copy of that with me. Might. Let's just check. Oh no, this only is DS games. Yeah. I wonder, did I leave any game in my DS? I have a DS capture unit here. No, I didn't. That you could plug into a computer and get video out on your DS via USB, and I was wondering, because I could use it as a impromptu Game Boy player if I had a Game Boy Advance cart with me. But, I don't. I could plug in the DS and play something in the corner, God knows what, but there is an option. If it's really... it's getting a little tedious to watch the same thing go. Oh, even charge the battery in this. Wow. Let's see, where's the cable? Here it is. Plug you in. Can draw things on PictoChat. Let's see, where's the DS capture stuff? Bloop. Let's see. Website. Extra lives. DS capture, it should be. There it is. Bloop. Bloop. Oh, where are you? You're not plugged in. Huh. Weird. Oh, this cable's not plugged in. 'Cause I'm dumb. There's the problem. I'm just going really off tangent at the moment, but look, it's a DS. Woo! Do I have a stylus? Oh, I don't, because I had to take the stylus out and put the card in. Yay! Well, you only need about 400 more guests. That's not a whole lot. You know, what if I do this? Is this really dumb? Let's see. What if I shrink the chat? And then I do this. This might be a terrible idea. Multitasking. Hey there, weird Asian. Having the DS up at the same time is not necessarily par for the course with these streams, if you're ever wondering. I've just been playing so much Roller Coaster Tycoon in a single clip that every now and then it is nice to fiddle around with something else, just to break up some of the monotony. I don't have a 3DS capture device. The thing with the DS capture device is that it, you can install it yourself, and it cost me like 50 bucks to put in, and I had to replace a ribbon cable because the one on mine was shot, because it's a launch DS, and eventually, you know, they just grind down when you open and close the hinge a whole bunch. But, you know, it's super easy, super cheap to install the DS capture thing. The 3DS one, I don't think you can get just the board. You have to put the whole thing in, and the guy does that, and it's something like 300 bucks. And that's money I don't have, so I've just got this. So, good enough, I guess. No one, unless you watched a Pokemon marathon we had, not the New Year's one, but the one before that, in 2011, is going to get any of the nicknames that any of this stuff is called. So, warning on that. Oh yeah, that's right, I just beaten what's-his-face? Red, or whatever, the last time I turned this on. A team of dudes. How do you go from side to side? That was Eleanor. Yay. Raw. So, I don't know. We had a marathon, and all these guys were named as a result of that, or beforehand. So, this is the second Pokemon marathon we had. No, wait, that wasn't 2011, that was 2010. Second Pokemon marathon we had was in July of 2010. Yeah, Gengar with lame-o stats. He's always the first one to die pretty much all the time. But I sort of caught him legitimately. A lot of these other ones I got via trade, or I was actively working to make them less crap. I got Boo Radley at Sprout Tower and didn't know anything about any of the new things that were in this game past like Gen 2 mechanics, so he's kind of pretty bad. This is Soul Silver. I just happened to be the first thing in my DS when I turned it on, after I had the capture device in. And if I had a copy of Tactics Advance with me, it would be in the Game Boy Advance slot, but it isn't because I don't have one here. Let's see if there's anything interesting on the DS. DS games that I brought with me. Maybe not that many. I don't have Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2. Got the Metroid Prime, or the Metroid Prime Hunter's First Hunt demo. Whole bunch of Phoenix Wright games, Animal Crossing, which I haven't played in God knows how long. Super Mario 64 DS, which I now find to be impossible to play. WarioWare, more Ace Attorney, EVA, game I dropped on the floor, Sonic Rush. I don't think Ace Attorney is that interesting to... Whoa, red arrow. Is that interesting to watch, to be quite honest. I mean, I love the games. I pretty much played through every one at least 2 or 3 times because I have no life. But I don't think they're fun to watch. It's like a radio play that you read, more or less. Let's see. I don't have the audio hooked up via the DS at the moment. I guess I could do that, but it's effort. Oh, that's right, I had Nintendogs in here. Last time I hooked the capture device up, I was doing that. Just buying items and then just chucking them at the dogs the whole time. Not a very good pet owner. When the game came out and I wanted a copy of it, my parents asked, "Why do you want a copy of Nintendogs and you have a real dog?" And I didn't have an answer for them. At all. I wish I did, because I think that's a very valid question. Gen 3 is the best gen. Depends how much you like every song sounding like trumpets. Because... Oh, that's an awful G. There. How old is Tim? I am 21. Hello, how are you? But Gen 3 is trumpets. Non-stop. Non-stop. Every single song in Generation 3 Pokemon is trumpets. All of it. Excited for Ace Attorney 5? I guess. Should be fun. I have poor handwriting. I do. Maybe I'll try to write that nicely. There, I did it. I cannot handwrite. Tim, your guests are leaving because of Vadlysum. Damn it, Vadlysum, you always ruin the park. Why do I even invite you? We just all tolerate you. No one even likes you, Vadlysum. Not a single person. Writing on touchscreens is weird because I don't have anything to balance my hand on when I'm writing on the screen, like I would on a desk or a piece of paper. Brrr. Snowman. Doop. Haven't played Black or White or Black 2 or White 2, but somebody mailed me a copy of Black 2. It's in Japanese, and I don't know nearly enough to make heads or tails of it. I haven't even turned it on yet. Haven't really had a whole lot of chance to practice when it has been exam time. Because I don't have any classes in that. So everything's been biology recently. play Tycoon, Game Tycoon, eventually. I think maybe I'll give that a go sometime this week before I move back in home for a few weeks, or a week or two after I move out. I'm getting less and less coherent the longer I stream. Later than SS Marku, thank you for stopping in. Explain the operon theory. Oh, jeez. Did you just have that with your lack operons and your trip operons? Good God. I think that was a couple years ago? I don't remember. It's been a little while. Haven't touched on operon. God damn it. Operons in a bit. Jeez. I'm gonna smack that right into the big orange thing. I want to make a plain steel roller coaster, but they just don't have them available. That's the thing. As much as I'd love to make them, there's no chance. You've been here since the Oregon Trail, and not much has changed in the coherency department. No, I guess maybe that's a good thing? Or maybe I've just been incoherent this whole time and no one's told me. It's the thing about the internet, and when you're putting content out there, you always have this nagging feeling that maybe you suck at everything, and people are only humoring you because they're just trying to make fun of you. Which is always a weird thought that I have in the back of my mind. Like, maybe everyone just thinks I'm really stupid, and nobody has called me out on it because they don't want it to stop. Like, everyone, like I'm the new Chris Chan or something. I'm fairly sure that's not the case, but every now and then, you just have like a thought to that, like, wait, no, that's not the truth, right? Is it? I have no idea. But anyway, build more of this. You've been discovered. I'm on to you guys. Coaster in the way. Okay. Now it isn't. If you don't know who Chris Chan is, you might want to just do yourself the favor and not look him up. Oh, I can't build that down, that's right. What is PictoChat for? I originally wanted to hook up the DS capture device and then say things or load up games, but I don't know what to put in it. So I could just like write hello on it or something. Hello? How are... Why am I typing ones? Oh god. My handwriting is bad. Sad face. Bloop. Perfect. I did it. Okay, back to making this ride. Time to draw Chinese food related stuff. I still have a platter of General Tso's and an egg roll I haven't eaten yet, which I will devour once the scenario is completed. Although probably not on stream. That would just sound like a rabid animal eating. And that doesn't seem like a very enjoyable thing to listen to. Guests aren't going up. That's okay. I'll bring those guests back. You won't be able to avoid my new coaster, which will probably have a name if I can ever come up with one. Boop boo. Doop doop doo. Raise or lower. Okay, I did it. Bloop. Bloop. I sketch out plans for my next roller coaster? Oh, sure. Why not? Let me just fix this. Alright, well, it's going to look something like this. Alright, roller coasters. Alright, so it's going to go... Alright. Yeah, it just sort of ends. Perfect. You just fly off the end. That's the plan. Oh, I forgot the entrance and the exit. Kablam. There. There you go. That is plans for my new ride. Lovingly recreated on Pic-to-Chat. Is that good enough to get me funding, do you think? Souvenir stall, that's what it needs. Nuclear amounts of death. That is how I always drew explosions. Probably since middle school. I guess I haven't really changed a whole lot. I still can't art. One day I want to learn how to art. But I don't think that will be today. This is almost done. Let me just finish this guy up. Should have worked in my handwriting in middle school. My parents, or at least my mom, I remember, would tell my teachers whenever they'd have, you know, little parent-teacher meetings, like, hey, come in, we can talk about school, like open houses, that if I handed in an assignment and my handwriting was bad, feel free to penalize me for it. And it never got my handwriting any better. I just felt kind of awkward. It's like, oh, yeah, yeah, don't do that, please. But as far as I recall, no one ever did. No one ever took points off because of my bad handwriting. Whatever the address is on the Twitch page should still be accurate for the P.O. Box, yeah. But let's see how well that works. Oh, ad campaigns, come back! More propaganda. We'll get there, don't worry. Is this going to explode? Nah, you're good. Gravitron 1! Most exciting ride in the park. You have a theory that the smarter someone is, the worse their handwriting. Thanks, I'm flattered. I don't know. I don't know why I've always had bad handwriting. I don't know if I practiced my handwriting, if it would ever get better. Maybe it would. I've got no clue. And to be honest, it's not really a thing I've ever cared about improving a whole lot, because I think it's legible. It's not great. But, you know, if people can read it and say, yeah, those are letters, I think, then I've done my job. I fulfilled the purpose of language, and everyone can go home happy. But high, and medium. I'll take it. Charge $6.50 for this, and off we go. Whoops, that's 7. Can't be too greedy. And if anyone has a name for this, let me know. We can put something in. I'm getting less and less creative the longer the stream goes. You used to work at a theme park, and you pour some kitty litter and bleach on the vomit, and then it's easily sweepable. Ugh. I don't think they do that here. I think they just sweep, and it eventually just decomposes. Night then, regular length bus. Are L's hard, or is it just me? Whenever I'm tired, the first thing to go are L's. Which is a problem, because I'm playing Roller Coaster Tycoon, and it always comes off as like, hey, let's play Roller Coaster, and then it's just a big slurred mess. And I have to make an honest-to-God effort to make sure my L's come out correctly. And not just a big slurred thing that everyone's going to say, hey, Tim, is that a racial stereotype? And I'm saying, no, I'm tired, I just can't talk. Well, if anyone else has that issue. Or if anyone else has the lovely photic sneeze reflex where you walk outside, see the sun for the first time in a few hours, and then immediately sneeze. Because I've got that. I was talking to a friend about that today, and he didn't believe me, and I had to show him on Wikipedia that it is a real thing indeed. Called the Mind Sweeper. Yeah, why not? The Mind Sweeper. It's apparently a thing. The sun does not make you sneeze. Well, stare at it longer. There you go. That's the answer. There's apparently crosstalk between the optic nerve and whatever is involved with making you sneeze. Some sort of, you know, reflex involved in that. But, no, it is a real thing. It's not even a collection of dust. It's just, if I'm inside in a place that isn't too bright, and then I walk outside into the bright sunlight, achoo, achoo. Or if I have a sneeze that I have to get out, I'll just turn my lamp on, stare at it for a second, and suddenly, there it is. It's sort of handy in that regard, and also sort of bizarre, because I thought I had god-awful allergies for the longest time. And turns out, I just sneeze in the sun. Had nothing to do with going outside, just had everything to do with that big ball of gas. Maybe it's just the fusion taking place in the sun's core causing you to sneeze. Yeah, I don't quite think so. Maybe, but I would doubt that. It seems a little overly technical for this. Does a strobe light cause me to sneeze indefinitely? I have to be without staring at bright light for a few hours before it really kicks in. You don't sound like that at all. Oh. That's just sort of my go-to nerd voice. That's actually how I sound all the time. I'm actively suppressing it as I talk right now. Let's see, do we need more mechanics? Nah, just one ride's broken down. Just happens to be the one I'm looking at. Now we're sneeze bros. Yeah! Totally are. I'll sneeze to that. I sound like that guy from Yu-Gi-Oh! Dude, if I sounded like Dan Green, I would be the happiest person alive. Dan Green has got the voice of voices. Gotta say. Yeah, I got my green arrow back. That's not very nice, Garcia. You have 600 seconds to think about what you've done. Should call the Gravitron the Berserker Barrage because of what I set it to. Yeah, why not? Go with that. Oh man, Dan Green doing Roller Coaster Tycoon. Could you imagine? Here's my big yellow spaghetti mess. Every single ride looks like this. It goes up, it spins around a whole lot, then it gets lost in every other thing I've built. And then it eventually somehow makes it back to the exit. You know Dan Green's real name is James Snyder. Is it? I didn't know that. Oh, it's not the same. I don't know. I've never heard that. Do I thoroughly plan out my roller coasters, or do I ad-lib them? I totally ad-lib everything I make. Oops. It's essentially this. It goes up, then it goes down a bit, then it goes up, spins, goes down, spins, it goes up a little bit, spins, 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 goes up a little bit, spins, down, and then it just sort of does the same thing until it gets back to the end. Now and then it has a loop, but it's really just a matter of going up to a certain height, going down a little bit, spinning, going up less than the amount you first went down, spinning, down, up, etc., etc. Just gotta make sure all of your turns aren't too fast. That's really the only thing to keep in mind in this game. All of my coasters are variations on the up-down thing. But, you know, they all kind of work, and if it works, there's really only so many different ways to build a roller coaster, so I guess I'm just gonna run it into the ground. Let me save this. Let's see how far coaster design has evolved since the first scenario. Oh. Okay, yeah, quite a lot. Is this really my coaster? Yeah, this kind of sucks. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, this is not very good. Look at that unbanked turn. What was I thinking? Or this. What even is this? The wooden up-down thing. In fact, it just has a shuttle loop there, because I didn't feel like making anything new. Like, what's this? What's it do? It goes up, it goes down, then it makes a bunch of unbanked turns. Low, very high, medium. How about this? That's a shuttle loop, that's fine. How about this? The Kappa coaster. I love how that was still a thing. That was literally the theme of the theme park we had an hour or two ago. We had one, the very first scenario, called the Kappa coaster. High, very high, and high, so I guess that's okay. I didn't name my handyman, I only had one of them. I went from making that to making this in only a couple short years. Rides I could have only dreamed about back in the day. $850% improvement. Oh, thanks, Phoenix Down. Things sure have gone downhill. Then they went uphill. And went downhill again. They spun around, went back downhill. Let's see, let's make a donut stall. Did I already make one? I did, it's right there. Let's put another donut stall there. Rival donut stores. Krispy Kreme versus Dunkin'. I think I already have French fries in the stall too, or on the park as well. Yeah, well. What is not to like about more French fries? Nothing. Nothing is not to like. Yes. T-shirts. Good point. Every time, I always swear, I'm going to make this theme park organized and nice, and everyone's going to be able to go from thing to thing and not get lost. It ends up just looking like this. No matter how good my intentions might be, it's just a mess of steel and string and barf and litter. What was the highest amount of guests you killed in Roller Coaster Tycoon? Oh no. Do you need me to show you the answer? The answer is exactly 4,601, which I think is the maximum number you can ever get in the park. Yeah, I'm down for a quick diversion. People who have seen the stream more than once have probably seen this a whole bunch of times, but if this is new to you, you will think I'm a psychopath. In the best way possible, but to be fair, doesn't Roller Coaster Tycoon bring out everyone's masochist? Sorry, I just blanked for a moment. There we go. So, 4,601, to the best of my knowledge, is as many people as you can possibly get in the park at once, which is based on... There's a hard limit, I think, in this game for how many guests you can have, and it's based on... Like, the limit of the number of guests you can have decreases based on the amount of staff you have, the amount of cars, or the amount of roller coasters you have with individual cars, and the amount of ducks. So if you want more guests in your park, and you've reached the cap, and no one else new is coming in, you have to get rid of most of the water and chase all the ducks off or something, because they will prevent you from getting more new people in your park. And then they all die, as the little design would suggest. Except this guy is walking on a bunch of people's faces. Wonder if you can make it out. What is gravity? Oops. Well, it's the sole survivor. First time I ever did this, after killing 4,601 people, I immediately got the Safest Park Award, which I think I have a recording of up on YouTube just because I had the thing saved at a certain point where every time I would load it up and every time I would do that, I would keep getting Safest Park. So, somebody was wondering, most number of people you've ever killed in Roller Coaster Tycoon, it's 4,601, which I think is the theoretical limit. But give it a shot, maybe you can kill more. You know, it's a game about theme parks and having fun and family-friendly activities, not necessarily massive genocide, but I guess Chris Sawyer just gives you the tools and you're able to make whatever you want, you strange, demented freaks. Yeah, welcome to die! What's the cumulative total of people I've killed in Roller Coaster Tycoon? Given how many times I've probably shown off the die map, I'm well into 50, 60,000 by now. Let's see, the first person, the earliest person left in this park, guest 726, has been here for an hour and 54 minutes, so right about 2 hours in-game time. I am still on, I don't know why. But, promised I'd finish this scenario, I'm doing my best. There's no eraser. Oh, there is an eraser in this. Forgot about that. Oops. Is there an undo button? Nope. Oh, jeez. Now there's just the coaster going into my face. That's not what I wanted to draw at all. Hello, no? Well, no one said the DS was very good at Microsoft Paint. God, I've got all this money. Do I play Roller Coaster Tycoon a lot? I do. I've played every scenario since the very first game, all through Loopy Landscapes and Corkscrew Follies, and there's one more to go before I'm done with all the Loopy Landscape scenarios, and they would have all been completed on stream at one point in time over the last 2 years. So, when I normally stream, it's not always at 4 AM, and I'm a little bit more coherent than I am now, but aside from that, This is not super out of the ordinary. I'll do Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 once I'm done with Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, which I will probably end up starting in a couple of weeks at this point. All that's left is Micro Park on this, and a couple of real parks, and I think that's it. Maybe one extra park. Oh, no one's riding the log flume, because it's $20, I bet. I can't afford log flume. A long flume, excuse me. It's an almost 10-minute ride. I think $20 is a good price. How about 17? Does that sound good? No. 1640? 1630. You take the bait, guess 2857. You lead the charge for appropriate log flume pricing. Yeah, you can win Safest Park by killing people. Safest Park is only based on your rides crashing, not necessarily on casualties. If everyone drowns, you could still have a really safe park. You know, these are the important things to figure out when you're playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. But I suppose it is a valid question. God, it's like I've got a big ant farm here. Just staring at all these guests under a sheet of glass. Watching them just mill about in their little tunnels. Can there be a Giga Snoop 4200? That's not really a Giga Snoop. It's not big enough for that. Killa Snoop would probably fit, but I don't think we have. Oh, no, we don't have Guest 4200 yet. Ever since Guest 420 left, we have been snoopless in this park. How much longer until I win? About an hour. And I still have all this Chinese takeout that I ordered literally 2 hours ago, if not 3 hours ago, just sitting here, waiting to be eaten. And I just can't do it. Gotta finish this scene, or this scenario. When you're pricing a ride, you can price it exactly to what its excitement is, or in the case of water rides, like log flumes and water slides, probably at least twice as much, and everyone will pay it, but that's only if you have no entrance fee. If you have an entrance fee and you want to charge money for rides, you have to dramatically scale back what you're able to charge. And it's a lot easier if you just have no entrance fee and pay whatever it is in excitement. It's a lot less to keep track of. It's just a pretty much guaranteed price everyone will pay. Versus having to say, well, I don't know, I mean, they paid $20 to get in, I can make it $2 maybe. So, when you build a bunch of rides, it's just a lot less to think about. And, let's see, I can make one of these. I mean, I've got 18 grand. I might as well spend it on something. Those birds outside still. Didn't even notice that until just now. You can trap people in the park by removing the exit, but then your park rating takes a massive dive. I did it last scenario to win at the 11th hour, but literally, my park rating had to be above 600, and the day after we won that scenario, it went all the way down to 550, so yes, it works, but only in the super short term. Not gonna really keep people happy if you do it for more than a week or two. That scenario ending was pretty great, I think. Should not have been that close, but hey, just happy we won. I'm not gonna complain too much about that. Let's see, it came at 36, that should be okay. Fun fact, from the last stream I did last night, when I was putting up, oh, I'm out of space, putting up all of those fake advertisements up on my hold on screen, I realized I'd left Roller Coaster Tycoon running in the background, so when I went to finally close the game, a whole bunch of rides had crashed, but I didn't have Roller Coaster Tycoon up as the video source at the time, so nobody saw that. A bunch of things blowing up that I guess nobody can ever see now. Bunch of glorious park explosions. So, as always, guys, thank you for watching. Without a chat, it's a lot less fun. So, really appreciate you guys keeping everything interesting. Interesting for me, having been here for, God, 7 hours? 8 hours? Let's see, it's like 9-ish to whatever it is now. Almost 8 hours. So, thanks for keeping it fresh, and funky, and jammin', and hip, and YOLO swag, Bieber 420. All of those things. Couldn't have done it without you. Yeah, working that graveyard shift. That's me. I wish all the birds would stop making noise outside, though. Makes me feel like I'm up way later than I currently am. Oh, yeah. I'm happy I have finals done with now, because I don't have to keep going on my other dumb channel and streaming me typing up biology notes because I have a terrible urge to stream but can't. Thank God I've got a game to play now. Versus, hey guys, I'm gonna type up things about, you know, genetic anything, really. I typed up so many pages of genetic notes on, or genetics notes on stream that I was sort of worried that the channel would ultimately get flagged for having non-gaming content on it. So I just ended up having a playthrough of Candy Box up on the side all the time. So not only did I finish finals last week, I also beat Candy Box, which you may have never played. And it's kind of a weird game to describe. Just telling you what Candy Box is will probably make you feel, you know, you'll probably wonder, why would you want to play that? What's the purpose of this? You don't do anything, you just wait. And that pretty much is the game, but every now and then, you do something in Candy Box. And, it's just a fun thing to have up, I guess, if you're typing up notes and you check back at your web browser every hour or so. Let's see, where's my Candy Box playthrough? If I can even find it, hang on. Haven't unlocked all of the glitches yet, but... God, a lot of lollipops. A lot of lollipops, and I think this is about as much as I'm going to play Candy Box at this point. Because there's only so much I want to look at the screen. So, ta-da! I could eat all of these candies, I suppose, but it gets to a point where you really don't need to. Once you have something like 11,000 HP, it's not really much of a concern to die anymore. Haven't beaten it if my lollipops aren't in scientific notation. The second channel's kind of dumb. The only reason it exists is because sometimes I either A, need to test out something on stream, or B, I just want to, I guess, ramble about something, and I don't think whatever content I would be putting out is good enough to be on the MonotoneTim channel. Or, you know, I'm going to play this for 20 minutes or half an hour, and I don't want to have Twitch send mass emails out to thousands of people saying I'm going to stream when by the time they get here, it's over. So, What am I going to do with my bio degree? Well, this summer I'm going to be researching voltage-gated channels in mitochondria that are involved in, think I can have another loop? I do. Oh, I can't. That are involved in apoptosis, and with any luck, that can get something published. Outside of that, I don't know. Thinking maybe research, thinking probably grad school in some capacity, because for the most part, it seems like an undergrad bio degree won't really get too far sans a grad school component. So thinking maybe that. Only tossing around the idea of med school just for the sake of pathology, which seems sort of interesting. I don't think I could be a practicing doctor. Code Blue has taught me I can't be a practicing doctor. But, I don't know. Do I research mitochondrial deficiency? I don't. We grow bacteria in the lab, which we then harvest the mitochondria from and use for membrane channel experiments. Some people are involved more in the mitochondria, other people are involved in harvesting the Bax protein, BAX, out of the mitochondria, which we then insert into planar membranes in vitro, which is really, really aggravating, because it looks like sometimes you'll have made a membrane, and then all of a sudden it just breaks on you. Like you look at it the wrong way and it's gone. That's no fun. Especially, you know, it'll be sitting there for half an hour, totally happy, doing nothing. Then you look back at it and, oops, my membrane broke. So much for that. Now I have to make a new one. But, yeah, that's kind of what I do at the moment. Let's test this guy, by the way. Crooked House. You know, somebody mentioned that I should build one a while ago, and I don't think I ever got around to it. So, anyway, let's give this a go. But past undergrad, I really don't have any very good, very solid, oh god, I gotta get more ads, ideas for what I want to do with everything. And as much as I think it might be fun to stream all the time for life, I don't know, I don't necessarily see that as a super secure way to make a living. And I want to make things, you know, internet-y, programmer-y type things, but I've got no capability to do that at all. I don't know anything about programming anything other than a graphing calculator. So I was thinking maybe if I've got some time this summer, I can crack open a book and see if I can make heads or tails of any of that. And I might harass you guys for some resources on what would be good to make some progress in learning that. But for now, I just want to make roller coasters. Hey, look, if Hasbro wants to hire me, I can be the official Roller Coaster Tycoon spokesman. How many more days for this scenario? A year. Or an hour in real life time. It's also gonna... hang on. Ugh. Just want to open the window a little bit more because it is getting rather stuffy in here. What specifically do I want? I don't know. I have thoughts for stuff, but I sort of haven't really been putting a whole lot of thought into anything, with finals all occupying my time. And now that that's over, what I need to do is get a big cup of coffee, drink that, and then just think about what I want to do. Because we do all those fundraising marathons, all the extra lives marathons, and I really want to find a way to expand that into something, because I'm worried one day, you know, it's going to be, well, I ran out of time and I don't know what to do with this anymore. And then the site just sort of stagnates and never gets updated anymore, and that's that. And as much as I want to do new things to it, I just don't have any web making expertise out of anything that isn't a table. And in the year 2013, tables and GIFs and a little bit of JavaScript just doesn't really cut it, so I've got to find out how to make that nicer. Also, I have to make all this AstroTurf, which I totally forgot. There we go. Just paint over this in green. Do-do-do. I never checked the stats on this. Been too busy mumbling about things. 6.74. That's pretty good. 6.74, 6.74. That's 6.9. Just put memes on there. Yep, there you go. That's all it needs. Bunch of rage comics. I've cracked the internet code. Let's have an ad campaign for the park. No! No red arrow. Stop that. You go away. Spend all of your money or be put on a roof forever. That sounds like a fair deal to me. All you need to do is spend your money. And why would you bring money to a theme park if you didn't intend on spending it anyway? When you think about it, there's just no excuse. Sell umbrellas. I am. Hopefully I'm selling a bunch of $20 umbrellas in this rain. I mean, if the park is on if the park is on Venus, as it apparently is, it's probably raining sulfuric acid, and you probably would want an umbrella for, oh my god, how is there that much barf? Jeez. That is unfortunate. It's just a cavalcade of vomit. There's just vomit on vomit. Barf on puke. Hurl on spew. It's... good lord. Come on, Phoenix Down 603. You've got to clean this. Get the Twitch app to watch it anywhere. No, it doesn't really work that well. You think there's ever going to be a Twitch app on the PS4? Or the fact that Sony went with a Ustream thing pretty much shattered any idea for a partnership there? Probably not. The Twitch application only loads channels that have more than 74 concurrent viewers. Oh. I thought it was only the top 300. That's what I heard. I still, like, the instant I was watching the PS4 announcement and I heard Sony's putting a Ustream app on... oh, there is no Kill a Snoop, no Guess 4200. On the PS4. Good God. I laughed. Ustream. I loved Ustream for the time, and then... it's just... terrible now. The site is just a mess, and no one goes there. I got an email from them the other day saying, hey, we've got new pro features. You want to know what that pro feature was? The pro feature you have to spend real money on? Video export. Now, thanks to Ustream and their new technological breakthroughs, I could be a pro caster, spend real money, and be able to export my videos somewhere else. This is the year 2013. That seems a little silly to me. But, oh well. All my benches are broken. Yeah, well, they're broken just like my heart. Crooked house. Let me build one before I forget. Wait, you're not a crooked house. Wait a minute, we never even had a crooked house. Who kept telling me to make crooked houses? Download Streamy. It's a good app for Android. I got some streaming watching app for Android, and all I know is that every time I load a stream, my phone just locks up, and I have to do a battery pull for it to come back. And that might be because I'm running some Cyanogen mod nightly as well, but it doesn't really inspire a whole lot of confidence. Yeah, Ravitude, I thought that was kind of funny. Twitch was talking about all the new PS4 announcements, and then they just talk about how great Ustream is. Mr. Bones. Oh, I don't think we have Mr. Bones theming objects. No, we don't have the haunted stuff. Yeah, park rating's still okay. I'll get the Xbox to have an exclusive streaming deal with Stickam or something. I think I might need a few more handymen, because there's still a lot of barf that is not being cleaned. I'll make like 3 more, it's probably fine. This area over here, total barf magnet. Stickam died, oh. Bummer. Where do the preteens go now? Baneslug. You could be a handyman. Do you know how hard it is to get vomit off of AstroTurf? Well, soon you will. Handyman 13. I don't know, Pinguino, why not? You clean up the chat, you can also clean up the park. Handyman 14. You. I already picked you. You. Doom Bacon. Bloop. Did it. What's that app? Streamy? What do I have? I think it's called literally Twitch TV Viewer. Oh, Twitch Player, that's what it is. Uninstall. Do you want to uninstall? I do. Thanks for asking. Can you get rehired from yesterday? No! Gotta get in line like everyone else. Gawking at my phone. It's weird. A few years ago, I would never have imagined a smartphone be nothing more than just a big extension of my arm. If I don't have it on me, I just feel exposed. Not in the good way. I might want to extend the length of the mini-golf one. The mini-golf queue line. If anything, the mini-golf queue line ought to be shorter, because people are all getting off because they're waiting for far too long. Because the length of the mini-golf course is... well, 2,000 feet isn't that long, but, the issue is... it takes such a long time. Look at this guy. He doesn't know how to golf for crap. How did the mini-golf excitement? Not very good. Forget how much I'm charging. $1. Oh, that's the problem. $3. $3.10, in fact. What are you doing? Smirks 1, where are you going? There's no barf that way. Urgh. What are guests thinking? I feel sick. It's too crowded. Okay. Yeah, I gotta mow the lawn. Where's the lawn? I can't find the lawn. Most profitable ride so far is Information Kiosk 1. Good job. You sold 411 umbrellas at 20 grand a pop. Well, it's raining acid. That's why you have to get an umbrella. Is that swap note? Nope. That's just plain old pick-to-chat on the DS. Oh god, my handwriting. Hello. That's a happy face. Sort of. Later than Doomburger, thank you for watching. Is that face creepy? I'll make all these 2 weeks just so I can have them all end at the same time. Am I helping? Did I make it better? Is it less creepy now? Oh god, what am I doing? Can I make him happier? See if I can only add lines to this and try to make it look cheery. Running out of options. There. Perfect. Totally sanitize that. Oh god, I should do iSketch. I can't remember the last time I ended a stream with iSketch. God, that was like 2 summers ago. I totally forgot about that. That was a lot of fun. You're right. Is it an evil Yoko Ono? Yes, that is exactly what I drew. Gonna release your new album. Multiple toilets flushing at once. I draw very well compared to writing. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Captain Wells. I feel like it's way later at night than it is. Granted, it's almost 5 a.m. right now, but I wish the birds would just leave me alone until until dawn, just so I can pretend it's still night out and I'm not up at some ungodly hour. The entrance fee is $0 because I literally cannot change it. That's just what it is. But it's way easier to have an entrance fee of $0 because you can just charge money for entrance equal to the excitement. Or marginally less. Can I make it to the goal? Yeah, no problem. I need like 100 and change more guests in the span of a year. That's not so hard. Just gotta get more adverts. Adverts. Gotta get my adverts. Yeah, 4 months is a year. Totally the same. You're not John Lennon at all. What am I doing? There, it's the new cover for the upcoming Plastic Ono Band album. Got John and Yoko right there. Benjamin Franklin, sure, why not? Yoko Ono and Angelina Jolie. Perfect, that's exactly what I was gunning for. Got a bit, or gotta get more of these ad campaigns running. There they go, now they're on. Or now they ended. Oh man. Not having a very easy time of this whole English thing, am I? Later then, Subi Booby 941. Thanks for watching! You're the best, I love you, bye! How do you break the log flume? I don't... Maybe someone pees in it? I've got no idea. I don't know how you tell because it's all orange already, but... Could be. Let's get Yoko off the screen there. Do we have dinosaur theming? Oh, we do. Outer space with dinosaurs. Rawr. Oh, it's much less exciting than I thought it would be. Who's this handyman? Who dares have the audacity, Karma Katmers, to walk off the pathway, to abdicate from your duty, your holy obligation of barf sweeping? Look at this. This is all your fault. Look at what a terrible mess this is. You could have stopped this, but you didn't. You just walked off. Walked right away from the vomit. How could you? The log flume is going through lava. It's a wonder how it's not broken more often. The art doesn't quite fit. It's not a face at all. Oh, I can't spell. There's no space. God. You know what? I'll just use the little keyboard thing. There. That's what I look like. That's what I look like when I'm disgruntled, apparently. I guess I don't have a nose, and I might have a scar on the left side of my face, but aside from that, I had a tragic roller coaster accident, so don't judge me. Make sure to save. That's a good point. Haven't done that in a while. Was it supposed to be Psy? Haven't gained any guests in the last month. You are right. Probably because they all want a 3D cinema, or at least I would. Where did I put the 3D cinema? Not a lot of space left for any of this. That sort of fits. Bloop, bloop. Bloop. Alright. That is not the first thing I built. We didn't get the 3D cinema until a little bit later. There we go. Everyone loves the 3D cinema, right? This park needs more Magellan. Well, maybe we can build his ship instead. There's a lot of random ambient noise when my window is open, isn't there? I never noticed that. Cinema 2001, A Space Odyssey. What was the first ride I ever made? Sorry, Elephant. In my lifetime playing Roller Coaster Tycoon, I've got no idea. Since I started streaming it, I showed off the first park maybe an hour ago. It wasn't very good. I built a bunch of really crummy rides, which were not nearly as obnoxiously complicated as this, which might have been for the better, now that I think about it, because this is very hard to keep track of. I just end up bumping the rides into each other, which makes building a new one kind of more tedious than it ought to be. Let's see, what else can we make? Got 17 grand, I could probably invest that in a relatively big coaster. Built one of those, I built one of those, and it drove me nuts. I built one of those. These are kind of terrible. They don't do anything, they just go up and down. That's it. I think I just built that. I built that. I built that. Didn't build an inverted mouse roller coaster, which is sort of because they're not very good, but maybe I've had a change of heart and they are decent after all. No, they're not. The thing with the Wild Mouse roller coasters is that they sort of go too fast. And they don't have any way to bank the turns, so every time they turn, you end up pulling a load of G's on them. So, I mean, going from a height of 21 to a height of like 17 is probably still too fast. When you would play, you would always build 7 roller coasters that go up a loop, then vertically, then back down again in the colors of the rainbow. I did something like that. It was... I've already forgotten it. What was the name of it? Was it this? There it is. It would be more impressive if this one weren't broken, but... wonder if... oh, he's gonna fix it. Probably the favorite thing I've ever built, or my favorite thing I've ever built in this game. At least in terms of series of rides. Not necessarily a single thing. Probably my single favorite thing would be the one coaster that has 5 loops that are all intertwined. That is pretty satisfying. And this one's even better if all of them go off at once. Apparently they're not supposed to go down 10 levels in one drop. They go a couple levels, do some turns. Yeah, you're probably right. With Wild Mouse things, you sort of have to build them a different way than all the other coasters. Why is no one getting on the blue one, by the way? Oh, it's stuck. Every now and then, something will happen in this game where people won't get on your ride even though there's nothing wrong with it. Which is a little annoying, because there's people in line that want to ride, but for whatever reason it's just not going. But show the loops. I will. I just want it to all go forward first. And I think that should be a full house. No, yellow one needs a few more. Come on, guys, ride the yellow. Also, this panda is dancing in a puddle of barf. Sounds like one of my theme parks. How do you sync them? You just check a box. You can put them next to each other. But the fronts all have to be lined up. The backs don't. But all of the front bits need to be lined up, and if you hit all the sync buttons, you should be fine. And great, we won. But come on, launch already, please. I just want to see these guys go again. Please? Maybe? Any of them? That'd be great. Sort of just want to gawk at them. They won't go because of blue. Ah, blue will go eventually. There we go. So, I don't know. Making everything synced is kind of satisfying, because when they all go off, it looks really neat. Ta-da! All the speeds aren't perfect, but aside from that, it looks kind of neat when it goes. Anyway, where were we? No, don't save that. Where were we on Venus Ponds? Oh yeah, this thing. Yeah, the coaster that I'm building completely improperly. The thing with making them all sync is that if you make them too complicated, it gets really, really hard to sync them, because eventually they all just start bumping into each other. How much time did that take? Those were pretty much the only rides I built that entire scenario. Everything else were just sort of dinky rides, but those are the only set of roller coasters I made. So that should probably give you an indication that that's where all the time was spent. But, you know, it's sort of a neat thing that is fun to put together, but unlike how I normally play this game, it requires a bit more planning originally, so you don't end up locking yourself in and end up unable to expand it outward. And that's really kind of tedious, really kind of annoying when you end up building, you know, 3 or 4 synced it's 5 AM, forgive me. 3 or 4 synced rides and then end up being unable to build another one right next to it because one single square is off. But if you want to put in the effort, they do come out pretty neat. This is Roller Coaster Tycoon Deluxe. The Loopy Landscapes Corkscrew Follies expansion pack. I just have it set to Loopy Landscapes because that's the one I'm currently on. But I guess it is deluxe? Honestly, I don't remember. I think I just bought, or when I was a kid I was given Loopy Landscapes, and it just said on the box, includes Corkscrew Follies, so I don't think it ever said specifically it was Roller Coaster Tycoon Deluxe. It just sort of Loopy Landscapes, and it included Corkscrew Follies, and I always assumed because of that, Corkscrew Follies was the black sheep of the franchise that nobody liked. I don't think I've ever seen anybody with the standalone Corkscrew Follies expansion pack. It was always Loopy Landscapes and Corkscrew Follies, never just one. But I'm just sort of mumbling again. Got a bad habit of doing that. You can get a copy of Roller Coaster Tycoon on GOG, not for a whole lot of money. A few bucks. Probably under 5. If I had to guess. If it turns out to be more than that, I apologize for not being totally up to date on all that. Yeah, sorry if the bird chirping's kind of annoying. I just had my window open because it is rather warm here and I don't have air conditioning in my dorm. So, closest thing I can get, and if I turn the fan on, you're just going to hear noise in the background, so maybe this is a better alternative? Not sure. You guys are watching, you tell me. I don't know anything about streaming. Am I in a rainforest? Yeah, I am. Streaming live from what's left of the Amazon. Birds chirping is better than toilets flushing. That is true, I guess. If you want, for posterity's sake, I can go into that bathroom right now and flush the toilet, and we can all pretend everything is like it used to be. There we go. Station platform. And I don't know if this is going to be a decent ride, but I guess we'll find out. Also got to make new advertising campaigns because these guys just ran out. Oops. Don't want to cover that up, though. That's one. No, the birds are not in the game. The birds are outside. You bet the ride barely or doesn't finish. Oh, I think it'll probably be fine. Doesn't have a very long way to go. In fact, it might be one of the more tame rides that are in this park. And 60 more guests to go in a span of about half a year. Oh yeah, it's fine. That'll make it to the end, no problem. It's 5:05 a.m. Guess I missed my cue to make that Stu Pickles chocolate pudding joke. No, I'm the only person in this residence hall anymore. Everyone else left. I'm here for another few days, but the normal move-out date is Friday. You know, sometime yesterday. But I'm going to be living here in the summer, so I have to be here for a couple extra days. No one can flush the toilet now but me. I've got a monopoly on the flushing, and I think I'm going to take advantage of that right now. I don't even need to use the bathroom, but hey, I'm gonna show that toilet who's boss. It's my toilet now. I decide who flushes. Massive waste of water, I'm sure, but gotta assert my dominance somehow. It is a very loud toilet. I'm gonna go home where we don't have toilets on sensors or with vacuum pumps on them and feel very inferior. If I don't have suction on my toilets, where have I gone wrong with my life? As Captain Planet is crying a solitary tear somewhere, I'm sure. God, Captain Planet. Anybody ever see that Captain Planet episode where they have to go back in time and stop Hitler from getting the atomic bomb from other people who went back in time to sell Hitler the atomic bomb? Because that was apparently an environmental issue. You know, like deforestation and pollution. Going back in time to sell Hitler the atomic bomb is really a big concern. And I never understood that episode. Hitler stares at Captain Planet, and Captain Planet, like, doubles over. It's like, oh, so much hate emanating from this man. And apparently, Hitler doesn't need to kill people, he just looks at them. And that is Captain Planet's weakness. That and pollution. Sync the two rides. Yeah, I guess. There's really not a lot of point for that, because these are in a train and these are individual, but it'll just mean this can't go very often. Maybe I won't sync that, now that I think about it. Who cleans the toilets in college? The little bathroom attached to my unit, we do. The ones in the hallway, they have people do it. I gotta get another 70 guests or so. That'll be a while. Had a red or a green arrow a moment ago. I don't know where that went. I am slacking off on naming rides. What, do you not like Roller Coaster 1 and Roller Coaster 2? What do you want to call it then, Crunchjaw? Are you more creative than I am? At 5 a.m. Why does my phone want me to register document to go? No, I didn't even open anything. Weird. How many years or months did it take to get to 1,000 concurrent viewers? I don't know, honestly. That's a very recent thing for me. think the first time it ever happened, I was doing laundry, and I had the stream up mid-scenario, and by the time I came back, it's, hey, there's people here. That's weird. And I felt bad because I had to go and take my clothing out and put it in the dryer, and there's apparently a whole bunch of people watching. And I didn't want to leave them, but I also didn't want to leave my clothes in the dryer forever. So, maybe a year and a half? Thereabouts? Maybe a little less? But, it only really started happening last semester. And MCZ, Chris Hansen, was there to document that moment in gory detail. Have I eaten at all? I had 3 of the egg rolls that I bought from Chinese takeout. I have another one sitting here, and a platter of General Tso's that I still have not yet gotten into. And once the scenario's over, I'm just going to sit on my butt and eat that. Have a real meal. When's the last time I've done laundry? Last week. Yeah, last Saturday sounds about right. I got you addicted to Candy Box. I think Candy Box, as a game, is really self-limiting, because you can't do a whole lot with it. Every now and then you can do a thing, but then you just wait a whole bunch, and that's Candy Box. Anyway, we were supposed to name something. We got totally sidetracked, or at least I did. When's the last time I flushed my toilet? Well, funny thing. Please win for Canada. Wasn't there some scandal with, I think, the mayor of Toronto? Snorting cocaine or something? I didn't read up on it, but I've got a news ticker widget on my phone, and I woke up and it's suddenly Canadian cocaine scandal, and I'm like, oh, well. Huh. I didn't think they were into that kind of snow up in Canada. Smoking crack. Got it. Alright. I can't say I've been keeping up, so if I'm off base with that, let me know. Although the only base involved in this story is him for freebasing crack. Boom. Ha ha ha. There's a video of him smoking crack out of a pipe. Oh. $22,000. You know, I can pay down almost the entirety of this loan. Oh, is the scandal because he was doing poor person's cocaine? He wasn't doing, you know, the cocaine expected of people who have a serious cocaine habit. See, maybe if the mayor were doing, or were caught doing cocaine of a higher standard, there wouldn't have been a problem. Were we gonna name this anything, by the way? I totally forgot, again. Over 1,600 guests sounds good to me. Got Roller Coaster 1 and 2 that still have no name, though. Oh, man. I got this. I got this. Boom. Name it anything, by the way. Literally name it that. Name it Darkwing Duck because who knows? It's a coaster. Yeah, sure, I'll take it. It's a coaster. Sure is. Stream's been going for 8 hours. Been streaming 9 to 5, just PM to AM. So, it's my new full-time job. Well, not quite. Hello, Joski0101. If I'm pronouncing that right. Joske. Oh man, gonna pay down the loan. It's gonna happen. It's a time that'll be marked in the history books forever. The loan is paid down completely. Now, boom. Take that, banks. You're not getting a penny out of me now. It's the most Euclid park in the world. Well, that's a good thing, because it's actually Venus Ponds. It's an interstellar park. It's not bound by your earthly standards of beauty. Now, if you said it was the most ugly park in all the universe, I might take offense, but on Earth, that's okay. Now the banks are going to ask for my loans. Oh, they better. I'm the new bank. Just send someone, some astronaut to Venus. We'll take care of him. Which scenario? Venus Ponds. You have until, or I'm sorry, you have to get at least 1,600 guests in your park by the end of October year 4 at a rating of at least 600. Oh man, go-karts. Take all the money out and build a new ride. Yeah, that's the... Perfect. I'm gonna be fiscally responsible so I can take all the money out and just burn it. I'm just gonna roll cigarettes with all of my dollar bills that I just put back in the bank. Broken benches everywhere. You know, they just don't build them that well in Venus. What can I tell you? What's the difference between Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 and 2? I don't know. I haven't played enough 2. 2's got weird, specific scenarios where, hello, you can make a park, but all your rides have to have an intensity between 4 or 6, or nobody will ride them. I think there's different kinds of rides in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 also takes a lot of the rides and just renames them. But it seems to rename them based on what scenario you're in? I think I've only done 2 or 3 Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 scenarios, though, so I really can't judge. But once we're done with Loopy Landscapes, I can check that out. We could figure it out. The birds are loud, are they? Sorry, it's just warm in here. Have to have the window open. Did we play the same game? I think. Sonic 06, right? Oh no! Ad campaigns, come back! Everyone's gonna leave the park. I am still streaming, and I don't know why. I guess because you guys are still watching. Pokemon Silver is greater than Pokemon Yellow. Yeah, sure. I agree with that. Pokemon Yellow was literally just red and blue with different sprites, and I begged my parents for it all the same. Nope. Why does this area just attract junk? Come on, blocks. Slacking off here. Look at that vomit on top of that garbage. It did have Surfing Pikachu, that is true. I was never very good at that. Blocks, you're walking away from the trouble area, come on. Pikachu is the worst starter. Yeah. Yeah, he is. Because even once you get all your other starters from various towns, Pikachu is sort of the weakest link, and then you put him in the box, and then he complains, and you just feel terrible. So then you use him in battle, and then he just dies and does his Pikachu "ah" scream, and then you feel bad anyway. And he never gets good. So he's just there to make you feel like an incompetent Pokemon trainer. The whole time. I should play the Pokemon trading card game. I did that on stream once, and apparently it was the most boring thing imaginable. Really is a fun game, though. Played that a lot as a kid. I think you can evolve them if you trade them to red or blue and then try to do it. But, Short of that, no, you can't make him Raichu in that game. And then you get him back, and he doesn't follow you around, and you just feel like, oh man, I ruined you, Pikachu. Well, if a 6-week marketing campaign is only $300, keep in mind this person's salary is $35 per month. So just sort of scale everything up based on that minimum wage. Why am I clicking this link? Super Mega Sun 4. Can I have one of these? I'd stream it in a heartbeat. If there's anything I love in this world, it is bootlegged electronic game garbage. I don't know what it is, but the jankier the better. It is a fantastic thing that people can make with just inadvertently hilarious everything. A Roller Coaster Tycoon takes place in the 1920s. The Fun Station, the Plaything, the Funmobile, the Pay Station. You know, I never had an original PlayStation. Had a PS2, had a PS3, never the original. And an N64 at that point. Because I had to get my Nintendo, Pokemon, Mario, Zelda fix. That was the only place to do it. I think to date the only PS1 game I own is Metal Gear Solid. Which I think is really good. And I have this awful urge to play Metal Gear Solid 3, but I don't have a copy with me, and every time I turn on the 3DS I think, you know, I could buy a copy of the 3D remake for this, but that's also $40. So I just downloaded the demo from the eShop, and I just ended up rescuing Sokolov about 15 times. So I don't have anything else to do on this, so I guess I'll just sneak into buildings a different way each time. Can I do the snake voice? I don't know, to be honest. It's really hard for me to tell how I sound, because I think how I sound is totally different from how you hear me. Metal Gear Liquid. Metal Gear. I don't know. I am really bummed about David Hayter not coming back from the new Metal Gear Solid game. Or maybe not bummed, but I would much rather him be there than not. So, the Pizza Hut demo discs were the best. I had a fundraising event, and I had to order a copy of Bubsy 3D for it, because the goal was to play really crappy games. And, I got a copy of Bubsy 3D on Amazon, and I was thinking, great, terrible game, got it just in time, it arrived the day that I had to do the stream. Opened it up, what was inside? A Pizza Hut demo disc, which might have even been better than a copy of Bubsy 3D. But, even still, I still never had a chance to play it, so, oh well. What brought up Code Lyoko? Somebody had Xana? Xana, X-A-N-A, in their username. And they said hi, and I said hi back, and I read their name, and I thought, oh, that's like that show. With the internet and the big foreheads. Ask for a refund. That was in 2009. I might have even thrown it out. Is this Heaven or Kappa? Yeah, we're sorry you wanted Bubsy 3D. You were watching Code Lyoko a few weeks ago. You know, I saw something Code Lyoko related semi-recently, and I realized out of every half-hour episode, there's maybe 5 to 10 minutes of new content each time, and every other thing is just stock footage. Here is the same clip of them going into the internet, here is the clip of them going to the factory, here is the clip of them going in the elevator, here is the clip of them walking to school. Just every single time. And you realize, It's the same show. It's the same episode every time. Just with marginally different things interspersed between those reused clips. I never watched Digimon. Not once. As a kid, I just thought, oh man, someone's ripping off Pokemon. Those fiends. How dare they? I'm gonna have a 4th grade boycott. Do I play anything else besides this game? Oregon Trail? I don't know. I don't know what people expect out of the stream. And also this game just happens to be really good for stream fodder because I can play it and talk without worrying about falling behind in either thing. But, I mean, part of me just wants to throw a stream of Majora's Mask up, but at the same time, I'm not especially great at that game. I like that game quite a bit, but I can't speedrun it. I'm not fast. I'm just gonna sit there and play through it the whole time, say, you know, this is a really good game. I like this game. Do you agree? I agree. This is fun. Isn't this better than Ocarina of Time? I think so. Agree with me. Do you like Majora's Mask? I like Majora's Mask. And I think that would be the extent of any sort of commentary I could really throw out on that game. So, Roller Coaster Tycoon's more of a talk show. I think I like streaming because I'm able to talk non-stop about nothing. And the video games are just sort of there as a vector for that. You disagree? Oh. I love Majora's Mask. It's a great game. As a kid, Majora's Mask freaked me out, and I had nightmares of like falling down holes and like the gossip stone screaming at me as the moon fell, and it's like, I'm 12 years old, this is really bizarre. But, oh, a hat stall. But, the more I played it, the more I just think, you know, this is really fun. I found when I go back to Ocarina of Time to replay it, I get to the dungeons and just sort of think, I don't really want to play through this. And maybe it's because I played Ocarina of Time a whole bunch and now it feels a little samey. But for whatever reason, I almost find the dungeons in Ocarina of Time to be my least favorite part now. Whereas I think the dungeons in Majora's Mask are a lot more interesting. Did I enjoy Wind Waker? I think I did at the time. I went back, and the last time I replayed it in our Zelda Marathon a while ago, I think last summer. The beginning is fun. The rest of it, I don't know. I don't mind the sailing, but the Triforce quest drove me nuts. Oh, no one's paying $16.30 to ride the log flume anymore. And I feel like if I were to play Wind Waker now, it would just be like, well, I'm not Cosmo, I can't speedrun this. You know. And, what can I add to Wind Waker that hasn't already been done? And I don't know if there is anything. Because I don't want to pretend that me playing a game makes it inherently more interesting than someone else playing a game, especially someone else with the world record in playing said game. So... oh god, why are my guests going down? Huh. How much time is left? October 3rd. Jeez. I think I streamed Wind Waker once, and the only thing I remember about it is... let's see if I have a stream, or not a stream, a screenshot of it. Let's see. I've got the worst image folder ever. Like, everything I've ever made or downloaded ended up in one single folder, and it takes forever to index. Where was it? Nope, 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 nope. There it is. I just chroma keyed the water and put Groos's face in the ocean, so every time the water would change a certain color, Groos would pop up. So... that's all I did. Because I was trying to stream Wind Waker, because I remember liking it as a kid, but going back to it, I just couldn't really get into it as much. And, I think the stream was entitled Learning to Love Wind Waker. And by the end of the stream, I think I just got to the Tower of the Gods and thought, I'm not going to play any more of this. It's not a bad game, it's just... I don't know. I don't know what it is with Wind Waker and me. It's not that it's unexpected. I don't mind the art style. I think it looks really good. It plays like a Zelda game. I don't mind the sailing. Just something about it. And maybe the only reason I like video games anymore is because I can just think back to when I played them as a kid and get warm, fuzzy, nostalgic feelings inside. And Wind Waker might have been on the trail end of that, but I'm not sure. I should play it again, but, you know, as I mentioned, I just don't know what I could do while streaming something like Wind Waker that hasn't already been done, you know, 1,000 times better than, or 1,000 times better by someone like Cosmo, who can play the game really, really well, whereas I can kind of play the game and mumble about it. So, what I wanted to try streaming again was Twilight Princess, actually, because I never finished that. I got the Wii version, and I think that might have been part of the problem, because waggling to swing the sword was fun at first, and then you realize, oh wait, I'm not swinging anything near like what's happening on the game, I'm just shaking it somewhat, and things are happening. This isn't like being Link at all. But maybe it's okay, and I just need to try it again. Not sure. It's gonna be really close. 1,600 guests, I've got a few extras. That's it. If more than 8 people leave the park in a couple of weeks, this is gonna lose. Nah, it'll probably be fine. Worst comes to worst, I'll just lock everyone in. I was not 13 when Twilight Princess came out. Oh, wait. No, it was 14? Well, we came out in 05. No? Wait. The new Xbox is out 05. The Wii was out 06? So I was 15. I think. It's been a while. Waited in line before Toys R Us opened to get that Wii. I think I had Excite Truck and that was it. Wait. No, I had Twilight Princess, I think, was the launch title for that. Got Excite Truck later on. I guess it was exciting. Anyway. Was the Wii 05? Oh, the end of 05. I forget. So I guess it was 14. At the time. Galaxy was not a launch title, because I remember I got that the following Christmas. Oh yeah, Wii Sports. That came with it, didn't it? Invited friends over. Hey guys, look, I have a Wii! It's like, we're really playing baseball, but not. Isn't this fun? And everyone made Miis, and whole family got together, and then... now I just use it for emulation. Shh. Don't tell anyone. Don't pirate games. But the classic controller is just so damn comfortable. I don't want to play games with anything else. At least, older games. Hello, the one writer. Hey, I still use the Wii pretty much every day in college. Friend comes over, we go through Streets of Rage or Golden Axe or something. Today we found some really bad Sailor Moon co-op beat-em-up on the SNES. I forgot the name. It's terrible. It is so samey. And I never watched Sailor Moon. I don't know what any of the characters are called. You know, Sailor something. Past that, I got nothing. But my character just slapped people. That was it. And when you die, they just fall on their knees and cry. Which, when you're used to playing a whole bunch of Streets of Rage 2 and 3, it's not quite the same thing. Didn't really hold up super well. But, it's just sort of a matter of, you know, we need a co-op game to play. How about this? Sure. Why not? And that's what we ended up with. Is this the longest October ever? No, it's gonna end right now. Hey, what do you know? Just called that. Venus Ponds. We did it with a company value of $51,675. Did I ever play the Streets of Rage remake? I did. At least some of it, and then it got taken off the internet and I couldn't find it anymore. But anyway, that worked out okay. Got a little bit close at the end, but everyone more or less survived. And I think I couldn't have done this without the help of my good friend Robot Toys. Sure. I don't know what you did, but I'm sure it was something. Micropark. It's 5:30 in the morning. I don't know. Well, anyway, that was Venus Park. I think I just saved. I'll save again. I will do Micropark in the next few days. Not right now. I'm going to finally eat that Chinese takeout I ordered oh so long ago. So thank you guys for watching for the past 8 hours, not more than 8 hours. Consider following the stream if you haven't already. Keep up to date with the random garbage, mostly coasters, I stream. You could follow my dumb Twitter account where I talk about... What do I even talk about on Twitter? Probably the stream. I called someone's face a resource hog. Hard-hitting societal commentary like that on my Twitter account. And I'm gonna head off, finally eat some food. So thank you guys again for watching, and if you hang out in the chat for a moment or two, I'll run a quick commercial and make like 30 cents. So thanks again, guys. You are the best. I'm off. And see you next stream, whenever that happens to be. I need a break. Right, thanks again.